guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Trisha and you're on my channel Guitar Vibes. This channel is all about guitar. Now, for this video, we're going to be looking at the annoying buzzing sound that always comes when you play chords. Like, it's always there. And you know what? I struggled with this a lot when I started playing guitar. And I was like, how do you get rid of this? So I'm gonna talk about this in this video and 5 tips how to get rid of this annoying buzzing sound. It is so annoying. Okay, so in the next part of the video, we're going to be learning about the 5 tips. The number 1 tip is that it just might be that your guitar is out of tuning. And that's why that buzzing sound or the sound that doesn't sound the same as a chord would. So it just might be that your guitar isn't tuned. And I haven't really talked about this, how to tune your guitar. So there are a million of apps there to tell you how to tune your guitar. And it needs to be on this setting, okay? And a lot of apps like Musician, they also have lots of sounds for you to practice there. There are lots of apps. So you can download one and it just tells you how much you need to tweak and turn in order to get the perfect sound. So that's the number 1 tip. So make sure that your guitar is tuned, and then if you've tried that and it's still not working, then let's go for the other 4 tips. The second tip is that your fingernails can be a bit of a hindrance when playing guitar, especially chords. Now, I know especially girls love to grow their nails, but in guitar when playing chords, they are not a very good way to play. So if you have your nails, they are really weak compared to your fingertips. And the fingertips are so strong that they need to go on your string. So that stress is applied to your strings and that will make your chords crisp and sweet, and that's what we want, right? So, but fingertips sadly don't do that. So the first thing I would say to you is that go cut your nails if they're really long. So yeah, so I'll tell you the difference. Now, if I have my A minor chord, I'll play it like this. Normally I would play it like this. That sounded just crisp and sweet, right? But if I have it with my fingernails, right now my fingers are a bit grown, so if I do it with my fingernails, see the difference? A lot of difference. And now, it's also because when you put your fingernails on there, your fingertip automatically goes to the next string, and that's not very good because then you don't hear the sound of it. So I would suggest that you cut your nails, and then if it still doesn't work, then check out my next 3 tips. Now, the 3rd tip is put the right amount of pressure. So I've seen people put a lot of pressure, like lots, and you don't need that much pressure. And I've also seen people put so little pressure that they can hardly hear the string. Now, you want to be in the middle of all those two. So you don't want to do it high. And now if you might have noticed when you play chords, you have to put quite a lot of pressure. But sometimes you have these annoying little lines on your fingers, and they don't say that you're putting a lot of pressure in. But if they turn like white sort of thing, that means you're putting way too much pressure. They shouldn't turn white. And yeah, that's the whole thing. So you shouldn't put too much pressure and shouldn't put that low pressure. So if we zoom in, I can see that I have my A minor chord again. Now, I'm putting the right amount of pressure because I know I don't have whites. I still have my rosy colour on my finger. So it shouldn't have that white, and it shouldn't be too less. So if it would be too less, it would sound like this. Can you hear that? No, I can. So that means I need to push in further. And start doing that, okay? So if start with the lowest amount of pressure you can put in. So that's not clear, put a little more. Not that clear, then put a little more. And as soon as you get that crisp sound, stop there and start putting that same amount of pressure in all of your chords. That will really help. Number 4 is it's all about right positioning. The positioning of the finger on that specific fret. Now, you don't want your finger to be too behind the right positioning and too over the right positioning. You want it to be in the middle of the fret. Okay? So you want it to be the middle of fret so you can actually hear that crisp and sweet and that nice sound. We don't want it buzz, okay? So if I play it like this, so I play A minor with my 1 fret or too far and the 2 or that too far behind, it will sound like this. You can still hear that buzzing sound, right? But if in the middle, then it's like this. You can't hear the buzzing, wow! But if you go too low, it will sound like this. You can still hear a bit of buzzing here. Okay, so now you know that you always need to play it in the middle, okay? Tip number 5, and probably the most underrated one, strumming out your strings individually. So, if I have my A minor chord back again, I can see that if I play it like this, okay? I can see there's a lot of buzzing going around here. So what I need to do is, I need to strum each of my strings individually in order to see where I need to improve, where I need to tweak my fingers, where I need to do like put the right amount of pressure in or the positioning. So this recaps all of the tips we've done so we can actually look at what we need to improve. So if I play this, so I can see that my string is not very clear. Now I need to tweak a bit, so I'll do like this. Now it sounds right? And I do a bit tweaking. Now that wasn't good, was it? So there we go. So I just need to put a bit more pressure. That's perfect. So now that sounds perfect because I went over mistakes, tweaked a bit, tweaked it that way, and right positioning, right pressure, all of that combined together makes a perfectly sweet chord. Now, I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe down below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!